What up, YouTube world? It's Coffee. Tapping back in, man. A lot of ish going on, a lot of news topics to get to as always. I want to hear what y'all got to say about it, so let's Coffee talk it up in them comments. We got WACK100 on some more flockery as always, back on his BS. I guess you can't be back if you never stopped or never left, right? We have the Eric Holder murder trial. Nipsey Hussle's alleged killer at this point. We still gotta say alleged technically, you know what I mean, even though it's on video. But a journalist was pointing out that everyone keeps referring to this case erroneously as the Nipsey Hussle murder trial when it is the Eric Holder murder trial. You know what I'm saying? Aliens, UFOs, space, and some wild ish out there in Detroit. Let's get to it at all. Hit them buttons for me, guys. And to start things out, you see this quick viral hit video here. Shout out to the bro Mike who was sharing this. Man, that's terrible. I swear. Yo, the blogosphere, all these algorithms and ish, we already know this. They hear everything we say. But it's wild. I swear to God, me and wifey was just talking about someone getting kicked by a horse like yesterday. But obviously in this situation, Mike just happened to coincidentally post it. But it's still wild, you know? In this blogosphere age, it's like we're always experiencing deja vu and all kinds of wild ish like that. But what the fuck, man? Like that's, oh man, like what do you think the aftermath of this is? Is that dude half-ass crippled? I don't know much about horse etiquette, but I think the way he was doing that, you're not supposed to like get behind him like that, right? And he jumped up, excited a horse, and just the worst possible timing, caught a swift kick, and it's just ugly, man. It's crazy. Y'all remember Christopher Reeves, right? Superman. Remember Eminem was always getting at him? Like, what was the one track say? Slim, for Pete's sakes, put down Christopher Reeves' legs. And on that one song, he was talking about how when he was a kid, he had the Superman fucking magnet on the fridge, and he moved it by the Darth Vader one, and he felt he cursed Christopher Reeve or whatever. I don't know, like some old crazy-ish. As we know, the Slim Shady, Eminem's alter ego is just twisted, blocked up, you know what I mean? But what do y'all think? This guy probably ain't in the same boat as Christopher Reeve. But what do you think? How is he doing after that? Moving along, like I just told y'all, WACK100 back on his bull-ish. Or my bad, I already said you can't be back if you never stopped, you never left. Wack continuing with the flockery, getting at Hassan Campbell. I kind of felt like their little beef or whatever you want to call it had kind of died down, right? I swear I had, like, lately Wack's been talking about Jay Prince in the Larry Hoover footage and all that, right? Like, I swear I haven't heard of him talk about Hassan for the longest time. Billy Joel voice. But Father's Day, he was like, let me get on my vicious stand-up comedian game, get to the meme-ish, and threw up this Happy Father's Day post. You see it's with Afrika Bambaataa, the wicked, evil, deviant demon, and Hassan Campbell. No caption, nothing. He just put up the eye emoji. He's like, yo, check this out, right? And you see someone in the comments saying to Wack, and now he not wrong for nothing. You a weirdo for making fun of a man getting MOLESTED as a child. Creep ass dude. Wack responded and said, nah, he came back for more until he was 27. So, Wack continues to just go in on his adversaries in the most abrasive, offensive ways, even if it comes to this Hassan Bam-ish, you know what I mean? And comment, y'all, like, real talk. As you know on this channel, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't fuck with the weirdo, deviant demons and all that, you know what I mean? As I always say, they're just that, demons, not even people. They're pure evil. And from all the stuff uncovered about Bambaataa, it's just purely disgusting. He is just that, an evil demon. But what do you guys think about that? What WACK is saying there? I've heard a lot of people say that, like, yo, Hassan was in a relationship with him. Hassan was a grown man. Like, what do y'all think about those narratives? Hop in the comments. And again, I maybe I've been missing some ish, but for the most part, I hadn't seen WACK. Maybe Hassan had been blogging on WACK as I don't know, but I swear I thought I hadn't heard WACK say ish for a minute. Comment though, and let me know what y'all think. Did he go too far, or is that how it is in war, in your opinion, that even Wicket jokes are fair game? Comment.
Nipsey Hussle's marathon store once shone bright, but is now the faded heart of an abandoned strip mall. On March 31st, 2019, security cameras here captured the fatal shooting of the rapper born Ermias Ashkadom. The trial is now underway as prosecutors seek justice for his killing.
Mr. Ashkadom was a father, he was a son, he was a brother, he was a successful artist, an entrepreneur, he was beloved in his neighborhood.
The prosecutor tells jurors to expect testimony from Brianita Nicholson, a rideshare driver who unwittingly helped the accused killer, Eric Holder, escape.
When he gets in the car, she sees two guns. And she starts asking questions. What happened? What happened? Are you okay? Are you hurt? And he just says, drive. And she's hesitating because she wants to know what happens. And eventually he says, drive before I slap you.
The prosecution says the killing was planned because both men belonged to the same gang, and Nipsey had confronted Holder about snitching. But Holder's defense team claims he used deadly force in the heat of passion. The snitching claim set him off.
Very soon after this accusation was made publicly against him, that he was so enraged and triggered by this emotional response that he acted without premeditating.
According to the defense, Holder checked into a mental health center before his arrest 3 days later and meant no harm to two additional victims. If convicted, he faces life in prison for the one act on which both sides agree.
On March 31st, 2019, Eric Ronald Holder Jr. shot and killed Nipsey Hussle.
All right, y'all, you guys hear that? Those reports there as we get into this update into the Eric Holder murder trial. Once again, not the Nipsey Hussle murder trial, but we're a few days in to the trial. Just gonna go over some of the information and testimony and whatnot up to this point. One of the journalists who was at court was just saying, I believe today, I guess they had, it was either today or yesterday, there was an air conditioner malfunction, so they had to shut down early. Had to be hot as fuck in there, man. The AC went out. But it's, you know, they said Cowboy was in the hallway doing push-ups, decline push-ups or incline or something like that, right, on his fitness game. And the journalist was like, yo, I'm jealous of this dude's form. Like he said, his push-up game was on point. But we're just going to go over a lot of this info and whatnot. What do you guys think about that? What we're hearing his Eric Holder's defense saying, like, this was a crime of passion because he was confronted about the snitching allegations and, you know, he didn't mean to hurt these other individuals. Like, this just sounds like pure flockery to me, right? Comment and let me know if you guys agree. I just, for many reasons, I don't think that's going to work. I think that's a ludicrous argument. And I'm just going to say it's pure flockery rather than even get into trying to break it down. But let me know what you think. But some of the reports here we see, I believe Nip's final words, you know, from witnesses on the scene said, he shot me. One of the two men injured when Nipsey Hussle was killed 3 years ago testified today that once the hail of gunfire ended, he heard what likely were the celebrated rapper's last words. And what else? Still thinking back on that, man. R.I.P. to Nip. This is just fucked up, man. Such a great oh, here we are as I was speaking about this one journalist saying, such a great example of terrible headline writing. Nipsey Hussle is not on trial. He's the victim. The trial is for the one accused of murdering him. Once again, even technically at this point, Eric Holder is still the alleged killer, but, you know, is on videotape, obviously. But technicalities, as the case is still ongoing, y'all know what I'm saying, right? But even NBC News was running with that. That's what this journalist was referring to, where it says rapper Nipsey Hussle's long-delayed murder trial opened, recounting the sequence of events that led to his death. And this is what I was talking about here. Listen to this. This is from James Quealy, who's been working hard on covering the trial. He says, day 3 of the Holder trial wraps early after an air conditioning malfunction. This was actually yesterday, I believe. We began to hear testimony from the getaway driver. She recounted moments before and after Hussle's death. What do y'all think about her? As we heard some of the, what was going on in court, the proceedings during that report that I shared with y'all, where they are referring to her as an unwilling accomplice. And, that he said, yo, get to driving or I'm going to slap you. And, she's seen the GUNS's and was like, what do you guys think about her? Do you believe her testimony or whatnot? And it says that the trial's breezing along. Both men who were wounded in the shooting that Nipsey Hussle was killed in have testified, and the prosecution may rest as early as Wednesday. We expect to hear from Holder's so-called getaway driver this afternoon, which is the individual we were just talking about. So this trial is breezing along, which no reason that, it took a long time for the trial to get here. But at this point, with, once again, there being footage of the killing, R.I.P. Nip, of course the trial is going to fly by, But, oh yeah, the woman had been romantically involved with Holder, but didn't even know Hussle had been shot that day. Prosecutors have described her as an unwitting accomplice, and she has cooperated with police since 2019. And what do we got here? Earlier prosecution witness Cowboy is banging out the climb push-ups in a courthouse hallway, and I'm jealous of his form. And someone asked, this James Quealy dude, who again, go give him a follow. He's covering the trial, everything going on in great detail. Someone said, what did the second person who was shot have to say? Not Carrie Lathan, but the other person. And he responded and said, Shermy Villanueva, Mr. Lathan's nephew. And not a whole lot, just straightforward summary of what's already publicly known. So, you heard the reports. Trial could be over today or tomorrow. The prosecution's going to rest. And again, I don't think his BS defense strategy is going to work. And hopefully it doesn't work. Let me know what y'all think. Tap in, comment, RIP again to the legendary Nipsey Hussle. Well, as we transition on to our next story, as we were just talking about, Nip's killing caught on video, we see this very violent situation caught on camera, and this is fucked up. This was on Father's Day. It happened in Detroit at a Valero on Hubbell and Tireman Ave. Am I saying them street names correctly? Anyone from the D, let me know. Is that like a wild area where ish like this is known to go down? But you see the footage. Dude's holding his baby on Father's Day. And it seems they got into some kind of dispute or something in the parking lot. He follows him in the store and points the strap at him. Now, this guy did the perfect thing I think you could do in this situation. Comment and let me know if y'all agree. You see he knocked the gun away and shielded it at the same time, but also with the other arm got the baby out of the range or whatever. However you would refer to y'all know what I'm trying to say, right? But peep this. After reviewing the footage and everything, it seems that when he threw his hand out to kind of block the weapon, when his hand hit it, it caused it to malfunction. As you can see, dude's struggling with it when he goes outside, like it's jammed up or whatever. So it's pretty wild, right? And I guess immediately police took to social media and whatnot and put out tips with snapshots, screenshots from the video and all that, and had an arrest made quickly. What a crazy turn of events. You know what I'm saying? Father's Day, going into a gas station, getting in an argument with someone. They pulled a strap on you while you're holding your baby. And the gentleman kept his composure, got his baby out of harm's way, and blocked the weapon and caused it to malfunction all at the same time. And dude got caught. with the quickness. It's crazy, right?
Tell me what that is, y'all. Y'all can't tell me that ain't no fucking UFO. Look at this. Let's see what they talking about. Let's see what they gonna do. What is that, y'all? I'm right here in Oak Cliff, Texas, man. What is that?
All right, y'all. What do you guys think of that video there? This been going viral. Where Duce was in Texas. He's saying, yo, what is this? Is this a UFO? He shows like a plane cross into its path. You see, some people are saying, is this some kind of edited video or something like that with the light pole? Like, I don't know, they edited it and put it in the sky or something. I don't know. What do y'all think? Is this for real? Or is this just some flunkery editing? Jump in the comments. And last on the rundown, man, a little more news about space. This is kind of crazy. This is on Mars. As y'all know, right, there's like rovers out there. There's this one rover called Perserverance. And it seems they found like some litter and been tweeting about it, like garbage, debris and whatnot on Mars. Now, it may have actually came from back in 2021 when they dropped this Perseverance rover robot jump off, like dropped it off onto Mars. As you see right here, it says, my team has spotted something unexpected. It's a piece of a thermal blanket that they think may have come from my descent stage, the rocket-powered jetpack that set me down on a landing day back in 2021. And then it also says that shiny bit of foil is a part of thermal blanket, a material used to control temperatures. It's a surprise finding this here. My descent stage crashed about 2 kilometers away. Did this piece land here after that, or was it blown here by the wind? So I don't know, you know, it's not really litter on Mars the way they're hitting the headline. Y'all know how it goes, right? Sensationalizing headlines, even if not clickbaiting them, sensationalizing them. But I don't know, like the first piece, it seemed they're like sure that that's thermal blanket, but the second piece, kind of like, is that foil from the thermal blanket? How would it get here 2 kilometers away? Could it be something else? But I don't know. Either way, it was you know, big enough that the robot hopped on Twitter tweeting about this ish from space. But that concludes this video, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned. As always, a lot of content coming to y'all. Music, news, sports, current events, life, and much, much more. But more importantly than all that, than subscribing, in the content that I'm going to bring to y'all is that comment thread. That's what it's all about. Hearing from the people. So tap in on all these topics. Horse kick. You know what I'm saying? WACK100 goes in on Hassan Campbell. Did he go too far? Did he not? That incident in Detroit. Nipsey Hussle's killer's trial. All this space-ish, the viral videos, all that. Let's talk about it all in the comments. Have a great day, guys. I'll be back with some a little later for y'all. Peace.